Afternoon, guys. Welcome back to my channel. So in this lab, we're going to create a virtual machine, a Linux virtual machine, and we're going to, within that virtual machine, we're going to install lamp stack. So as you may already know that lamp stack um is an acronym for so the L is for Linux and the A is for Apache, the M is for MySQL, and the P is for PHP. So why don't we go ahead and start making this configuration. So let's go ahead and click on virtual machine, and from there I can click on create. It's gonna just take me a minute. And if I want to, so I already have just one subscription, so it's already just being there by default. As you can see, I have no other subscription. Now it's come to the resource group. I can either create a resource group, but since I already have a couple of them here, let me just go ahead and put it on RG1, which is resource group 1. So I can name my machine VM let's call it VM lamp stack. VM lamp stack. And make no difference, whatever name that you want to give it. So I just call it VM lamp stack. I'm gonna put this on US is, and so it's already pre-select Ubuntu server by default, so I'm gonna leave it this way. Let's just scroll down. So the username is Azure user. I could give it any name I want. So let's say I call this Carl. And yep. So the port allows selected port is SSH port 22. So let's see if we could just review and create just to avoid wasting time. Now it's warning for the validation. Now let's hit create. Now, by the way, okay, so now it's supposed to download the key. Let's just go ahead and download the key real quick. Okay, so the KM file is being downloaded. So, let's see if we can pull up PuTTY generator. PuTTY generator. We're gonna need that so we can do our remote login. It's not there. I apologize for that. So it's here. We gotta type in PuTTY. I'm sure I have PuTTY in this machine, if I'm not mistaken. Am I? Might not. I guess I may not yet install PuTTY in this machine. So, okay, let's go ahead and download PuTTY. That's not good. So we should have had that already. That's PuTTY generator, right? So let's go on Windows. Bang. Hopefully that's it. So let's see. Yeah, that's not it. So let's grab these ads here, so it's hard to bang bang bang, how to install party in Windows. See if we can set that. But these are just ads. Okay. So let's back out of just one more. So we need both party and party generator. Okay. So that should be the right website here. And now, that's it, Windows. Let's click close. And I'm not sure that's it. Yeah, that's on ads. So you could tell, see this anymore. Scroll down. Let's just grab the 64-bit. And this is just party, so we need party generator too, right? Let's open this. It's when so that's party. So we need party and party generator. So we have to have both of them. And I apologize because I thought I was using the machine that I've been using earlier, but that's a different one. So we gotta bear with me, please. I got it now. Not only create, install party, but party generator too as well. So let's see. So since this is just party, we gotta find party generator too. Okay, so I think party generator should be down here somewhere. Should I go here? Just say that. And we're going to install that too. So, all right, guys. So let's go ahead and open the file with party. Let's hit one. And what it says, another installation is in progress. So let's cancel this. Are you sure you want to cancel this? I said yes, and I said finish with this. So party is installed. So now let's open this to install party generator. So party generator was passed. Okay. So now what we gotta do is we gotta go to load, and let's grab the key that downloaded. Let's make this all files. The PAM was this. We hit open. Now we hit OK. And I think we hit save, right? So we hit save. And we hit OK. Now we should save that. The PPK file, let's just go ahead and save that in download too as well. So let's save that in download. Oh, we gotta give it a name. I forget. Let's call this KK. And put it in download. Now, Let's go ahead and pull PuTTY. See what we have here. Yes. Now let's go ahead and pull PuTTY. There go PuTTY here. We're going to SSH into the virtual machine that we created earlier on this demo. Let's see. Okay, so we have PuTTY open twice. Let's close one. And now, first thing first, we have to have the IP address of the machine that we just create. So let's just go over there. And I'm sure we may need the private IP address, if I'm not mistaken. Now let's see. Okay, so that's the machine here, right? So let's click on it. And it'll have a public IP address of 742359128. And the private IP, that's what we may need. So let's go ahead and copy that. Let's copy it, and let's go on PuTTY. Now, what was the username? The username of this machine was call, right? So let's just type in call at, and let's paste the IP address. And now what we do is we go into SSH and we hit Alt, and we're gonna hit credential. Now we're going to go to browse, and we're going to download. And from download, we grab this file. And let's open it. Now let's say it open. We should be able to remote in into our virtual machine. Let's see. Are we in? Looks like we are. But we gotta wait to see what's the reaction here. This says connection error. Not sure why. It says something about inactive. Right. So see what's going on here. Let's hit finish here. How many PuTTY do we have? That was a notepad. Okay. Let's go back again. Yeah, Pageant. Let's uninstall this Pageant. Yeah, we don't really need that. We only need PuTTY. So we're back to this. What's Pageant? It's a bunch of stuff that's attached into the PuTTY file. So it looks like it's just PuTTY. Now let's leave that. Okay, so let's go here. And we're gonna hit PuTTY. It's right there. Yes, it's already here twice. So host name or IP address. So let's put the IP address. Is it let's try this IP and see. A public IP and see. Let's paste it and let's go to SSH port credential, browse, grab the file, hit that, and then try to log in. Okay, so now we accept it, and now we in. So now what we're gonna do is, not sure why this is so big. So let's say host name -L. Says server refused the key. Was that? Okay, so the mistake we make is that come on, let's go back and let's go back into it. So let's say party. Let's go here, suppose grab this file. Let's go ahead and this. Okay, so it's asking for login. I see why. But I think it's, what is it called? Okay. So are we in? I'm not sure why this window is so big, but I should be able to make this. Okay, so we in. Okay. So now, first thing first, now we're going to, sudo app update first. Sudo apt update, right? It's going to update all the updates. Might take a while, so it's completed now. So let's go ahead and install Apache. So it's sudo apt install Apache 2. So it's sudo apt install Apache 2. So that should be the command. That should be the command. Let's hit enter. Y, let's show us. Now, as soon as it's finished download, we're going to create a firewall settings to allow port 80 and port 443. Just give it some time. So it's on 98 progress, so should be done soon. Okay, so let's go ahead, like I said, and create a firewall setting. So it's sudo ufw and it's apt up and up and it's apt list. So you can see the available application that we have here is Apache, Apache Full, Apache Secure, and OpenSSH. So Apache is basically opens up. So it's on port 80. It support both of them like port 80 and port 443. So port 80 is for HTTP and port 443 is for HTTPS. Let's go ahead and open only port 443. So by the way, like I said, it's already have the certificate for port 443. So the only thing we could do right now, not to open port 443 since it's already have it. So we're gonna go ahead and open port 80. So the command is sudo and it's UFW and it's allow and it's double quotation Apache and close it. And we're gonna hit enter. Now you see it says rules have been updated and the rule updated version 6. So now we could check the status by just this. You could check the status by sudo UFW status. Now you see it says status is inactive. So because it says that port 80 is inactive, let's just go ahead, and active the port. So the way to do that is let's just do an opal as sudo UFW and we just hit enable. See if it's gonna put it for us. Yes. And then we could hit Y. And now it says firewall is active and enabled on system startup. So oh, now we could do now if we were to do, just give it a space. Let's make this a little bit smaller. But if I do, then I wonder if I'm gonna be able to see. Okay, so now if I do, I don't know why this is so big. Okay, so now if I do an up, I'll make this big so I can see. And if I do an up, I'll do a sudo UFW status and check it. Now you would see it says that status is active, right? And to action form and Apache version 6 and everything. So what we can do now, we can go ahead and test the Apache server. So the way to do that, we could go ahead and open up a browser, and we're gonna paste the IP address. Oh, sorry. Hit that. Let's go ahead and let's go here. Let's grab the IP address. And let's go here. And let's copy paste. So I'm not sure why it's so let's open this with maybe we should open that with Google. I'm not sure why it's doing this. Um let's go with this. Maybe the browser. Let's just check here and see. So that would be a public IP address. And that's what we have here. So if we were to go, let's try it with Google. Maybe, I'm not sure. But yet, wonder. So let's hit that. And let's try it with this. So and see. Because it should open up on Apache Windows by default. I'm not sure why it doesn't open it, but it should. So it should open up an Apache Ubuntu default page. So well, we could move forward, bro. We could move forward. Um, so we could continue by we could continue um by installing MySQL. So let's just do sudo app install MySQL and dash server, and we hit enter. Hmm. So the command is sudo app install MySQL. My bad. it should be sudo app install MySQL like that. And then why? Just click yes to continue the installation. Just gonna process this. Now we can test to see if MySQL is installed. As you can tell here, so we on call, which is the name that I give to my virtual machine when I was created it. Now, if MySQL is installed successfully, if I do sudo MySQL, if I do sudo MySQL, it should change this. So you see automatically we have MySQL here. So MySQL is successfully installed. So we basically already log into MySQL. Now the way to exit is to go back to call lamp stack, which is the name that I give to my virtual machine. Is just to type in exit, and you can see I'm automatically back here. So, but it just tell you a little by here. So MySQL is successfully installed. Now we're gonna go ahead and install PHP. So the way to create MySQL, we're gonna do, not MySQL, but PHPs. We're gonna do, so there's three ways to do that. So let's go ahead and say sudo app install, and we could say gonna install PHP and PHP MySQL. So let's say PHP, and then we're gonna go ahead and install the library of it too as well. So the lab Apache, the lab Apache 2, and the lab Apache 2, and there's a mode. So the command is pretty long, and PHP and PHP MySQL. So after PHP, let's go ahead and remove this. All right. And go here, and it's PHP MySQL. And there's a dash in between. Let's go ahead and review this whole command all together. So it's sudo app install PHP lab Apache 2. dash mode dash PHP, and it's PHP dash MySQL. So let's hit enter. And let's click yes. And the installation is in progress. So now you could go ahead and create multiple virtual and everything. So you know that the LAMP stack is a set of open source tools to use the web application development for web application to work. It has to include a server operating system and a web server database and a programming language. So on each layer of the software is necessary for creating a database driven and dynamic website. So now the LAMP stacks give you both reliability and flexibility for web developers, while the LAMP stacks is architecture specified software component for each layer's developer can replace them as they see fit. For example, like they can use another operating system beside Linux in the LAMP stack foundation. Um, so 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 basically you could do pretty much a lot of things with this, but as for the purpose of this lab, we will just stop it there. So basically, we have in this lab, we create a virtual machine, we create a Linux virtual machine, and we SSH into the virtual machine, and we install Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP within the machine. So thank you. I appreciate you following along with me. Stay tuned for another lab. I'll see you in the next lab. Thank you. Bye-bye.